11 a.m. EST. It's time for Mike and me to bat the ball around in the markets. How are you today, partner?
I'm fine, Coach. How you doing today?
Pretty good. I just have a couple things to cover. The dollar continues to be strong. Um, you know, I've been negative euro from 111 up here, looking for 107 for a long-term entry.
Right.
We're headed that way. Pound's been holding up better, as you can tell. Put out a sell in the pound, thinking it may play some catch up on this final wave, and the Dixie up to about 104.80 to 105. I mean, we're a good day away from that. And I wanted to point out something that I wouldn't bet the farm on, but it's constructive long
Mm-hmm.
term. So, silver got killed yesterday, right,
I
Mike?
saw.
We're down 50 cents. And you and I believe that stocks should lead the way, and they've been leading the way down. Actually, they've been like an anchor over the gold and silver
Right.
physical market.
Right.
But yesterday, when you had silver down 60 cents, you had the miners higher. Okay. The miners were higher yesterday, all of them, you know. Today with silver higher, they're not doing much, but that was at least a positive sign. I still haven't gotten long. I said I was going to wait till the dollar peaked.
I'm waiting.
We're not that far away though.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm
And
waiting for this conversation.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah. So if silver also, stays under this 2240 level, there's some pretty good measured moves at first, like low 21s, and I can't even rule out $19. But gold is still holding up great, despite coming off on the gold silver ratio. We had this breakout a few weeks ago and we took off, and this looks like nothing more than a flag before it does it again. I don't think we've peaked here in the gold silver ratio, and you're not going to get a big bull market in metals until you
This
get the peak in the gold silver ratio.
the selling the rallies now, Coach. That's all.
Yeah, so that's about all I wanted to cover. One more thing, the Widowmaker.
Yeah.
We all
I
know the
can't do it.
Widowmaker.
I can't do it. I did
Huh?
it this morning. I did it this morning a little bit and I got
All
out of it.
right.
I'll
All
show
right.
you.
Well, here it is.
I want to get
Anyway, it reminds me of bonds, Mike, where, a lot of people thought the bonds had bottomed, or TLT had bottomed in October of last year. That was, remember that image? That was here.
it's a nice
But we
chart.
had a confirmed low, and I said we should get another low, but not confirm. And that's what happened before we had this big bond rally. So be on the lookout for that, because nat gas is diverging too on the daily. This is a weekly, but even on the daily,
Coach, the market's got to pull back. The market's
got to
and
do something. Got to
that's
do something right, but I'm on alert for a reversal day.
I am too.
I'd like to see a key reversal. A day where we make new lows and take out the prior day's highs and close good. One of those bullish candles. That would be a good signal. So I have a question for you that people are waiting for the answer, Mike, with bated breath.
Don't make it too intelligent, please.
All right. Well, I'm not. It's something you say.
Oh,
People want to know, what is a quote proper rotation, unquote.
proper?
Proper rotation.
It's
When you say,
almost it's
go ahead.
okay. It's almost like saying it's almost like proper rotation uh, is analogous to what I say price action. Okay, when
Okay.
one of our five tools, or if give or take, depending on what's going on in the market, options, volume, range, price action. Price action and rotation are somewhat, well, I'm sure someone's going to, we have some smart people on here. It's how a stock is, how it should be relative towards the dollar at the moment. Usually rotation happens in a cerebral market, or else everything goes up and down, exuberance. This is a little bit, as you were saying, as the segue, the 10 years at 4.1%. things are acting appropriately as they should, at least for the day, rotating with the dollar and crude. And, if the semis are down, they're all down. If the Chinese
Okay.
stocks are up, they're all up.
Okay.
If the banks are down, they're all down. And it's like that now.
Okay. All right. So, what you have is what you would expect to be a normal reaction to outside markets.
But
So it,
at least, okay, correct.
so an improper rotation would be the market completely ignoring like rates going up or the dollar going up.
Or the
Uh,
group, or the best of breed not acting appropriately. Maybe the group as it has been for some time, coach, is bifurcated. I mean, how can you gauge anything that way? I mean, it's very
it's
difficult
tough.
to gauge a rotation within a sector, much less the rotation in the market correctly.
Okay.
And I'll go to my screen in a second, and you can see even by your screen. See all your green is bunched together, all your
Yeah.
red is bunched together. I know it's not group, but it's not. I know not everything is based upon sectors, but it's even telling you that. Well, the VIX is down across the board. IWM is
Right.
down. That's appropriate. That's been
Yeah.
happening. The IWM has been weak.
Yeah. Okay. Apple tried new highs, hasn't gotten there yet. I just picked out one that kind of looks like the weak sister. If there is ever a correction, if when a correction comes, and this is Amazon, and look how long it's been diverging. And yesterday we made a new high, not a new all-time high, a new 52-week high, because unlike most of the other MAGA stocks, it hasn't taken out its 2021 high.
Well,
So
I gotta say,
as I'm just saying that, if there's a correction, this could be a candidate.
last time you made a similar trade like this, I believe it was Apple.
It was
The
Apple.
market was stretched as well, and it's arguable that it's stretched, but it was a similar setup. It actually
Yeah.
came to fruition quite
Yeah.
nicely. I
It was
remember
a
this was a
pull.
similar setup.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
All
just
right.
something to think about to keep your mind open. If you run a long short book, that might be a short candidate to hedge some of your longs. Like if you're long Mag sevens a lot, to have some balance with short Amazon may make sense. So that's it. That's what I have today, Mike. Tell me about some of your new trades that you're putting on today, or if you're ringing the register, what's got your attention, and I'm
Let
going to
me
give you
flip
the
the screen.
charts.
Well, let's flip the screen. Share screen. Let's go. Where are we? TradeGate Hub. Let's go right there. Let me just point out. Hold on a second. There we go. Let me go to my main screen. TradeGATEHub, what we pointed out this morning, always upgrades, downgrades. You can see myself in a double picture, which I don't like. Posting a lot of Nat Gas, the Widowmaker. Coach, listen, anybody that's able to stick their nose out on a concentrator on something that's known for centuries to be called the Widowmaker is to be recognized. It's a high level opinion, might not come to fruition,
Well,
but
it's important information if you're a lonely guy. There are a lot of, widows out there that might be interested in you and can fund your account.
I lived in Boca Raton for a decade. That didn't work. I tried the sugar mama route. I did that in my 30s. I
Yeah,
decided it was
yeah.
Lockheed Martin at the Lowe's. All right, let's
Richard Gere, American Gigolo.
whatever the coach. I was only trading 100 shares and only had $100,000 line at the time. I was,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I had to do what I had to do. With that being, listen, there's a lot of stocks today. It's important to have a close. Let's look at the GE. GE has a huge range today.
Yeah.
GE's range this morning is 120. By the way, GE
Wow.
was 118. GE was 118 this morning, acted well. They could have destroyed it if they wanted. But there's a lot, for example, let's look at that's keeping down the homies. Home builders are the worst stock across the board. Lennar.
TLT, because yields have been backing up.
This looks worse. Actually, this bounce. Lennar was down like $8. Lennar closed at 156. It was down $10 at one point. It's actually bouncing a little bit.
Was it
You have,
earnings?
yeah.
Okay.
United Airlines gave it all back. There's the high on United. United opened at 30, closed at 38.42. Did of course the gap up. Then it went from 42.30 high, drifted all the way down. Coach, that's a freaking $3 move. 42.50 high to 39 cents. So,
Yeah.
you know,
9% intraday.
be aware of these ranges. For let's look at Lockheed Martin is breaking. Oh, but look at Lockheed Martin. So something's going on here with volume and range. Lockheed Martin, let's keep an eye. That's broken.
Yeah.
Boeing, how about this one? Went through the 200-day, now back below. Keep an eye.
That's still a broken
There's
stock.
a lot of stocks that are moving, Coach. DWAC, this Donald Trump DWAC, we alerted in the room at like, where was it?
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You said it was
25, it went to 50.
yeah, you were saying it was deflating because of a loss in New Hampshire. They didn't declare Nikki Haley, the winner, did they? It's
I
too
thought it,
early.
hold on a second. Let me look at the post. It must be true if it's in the post. I thought it said he won, Coach.
Well, it would deflate if he
Oh,
lost.
she swept the primaries.
She swept New Hampshire?
Yeah, if it's in the post. Nikki Haley sweeps first New Hampshire primary votes at midnight.
Oh, those were the first votes.
I said that.
Okay, yeah, I saw that too. It was like six six votes.
It was 6 votes.
6 votes, yeah.
All right, it is what
Doesn't
it
mean anything.
is. All right, at
Yeah.
least it's 6 votes in the well, 6 votes
Six
in the long run.
eligible voters.
That's
All
more
right.
people.
Anyway, I wonder how much they got paid. Anyway,
True. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
there's still a lot of voting to come. It would be a surprise if you won.
Citibank, I had some short. JP Morgan looked like it undercut the moving averages now.
Those
Goldman
yields,
Sachs,
man.
there's
Watch.
Goldman Sachs. Now it's below now it's below the 10 and the 21 day. That's even algo driven when they don't even want anything below there.
Are
So
they
there's
buying
Goldman.
bearish sweeps in banks or home builders?
Well, let's look. Are they buying bear sweeps and home builders? Squeeze on and are cupping down at bulls. So we're gonna do for pullback here a little bit. No, coach. I didn't see any.
Okay.
I didn't see
So
any.
where's the option flow today?
Nothing sexy.
Really? Okay.
I mean, they've already gone through a couple of pages, and I see Baba bearish, Amazon bearish for February. That's not bad.
Yeah, Mike, I was thinking about it.
There's the dollar.
If you look at the FXI, if you want to pull it up,
Yeah, please. That was one day early.
you
Ugh.
pull it up. All right. So, this selling that we've had for the last couple months, it feels like it was just, people or in an orderly fashion, liquidating,
True.
selling.
It was quiet.
And everyone's waiting. I know that's not a bad looking thing, but I wouldn't rule out one last flush is what I would look for instead of it having a quiet bottom. Similar to like nat gas, where you have a huge down day and there's panic and by the end of the day the market
This isn't
finishes
hitting
higher.
new. This
A
isn't
key
a,
reversal.
It's not hitting a new low.
No, you
It
don't
goes
think it
down to
will.
here.
That
Yeah.
was it. That was it. It left a gap up today. That's
No, right.
interesting.
It stopped like right around here. Right here is the spot you want. That's a
Okay.
big move. Believe me. A lot of these stocks move 10%. A lot of these stocks move more than this FXI chart reflects. This is the
Okay,
FXI.
let's see Baba.
Well, Bob was good. And the first one that
Wow. Okay.
I mean, Bob was 2 days, last night, what? Yes, 4 hours, 4 trading hours ago, Bob was, 66. Then it went to 74. But you know what they did is they took this. They took This is another telltale sign. Oh, 3M low today.
So you're calling a China bottom here.
I'm not calling it China bottom at all. I'm
Okay.
saying it. I would
You
like it more if your FXI went down to 2120 wherever I was looking before, instead of
it
here.
still
No,
could.
but this is a situation where it could go up for 4 or 5 days with the market going down every day.
We'll see. I mean,
Just
I
like it
heard
said, this was the quietest bull market of all time. This was the quietest bear market of all time, China. So you
you're
never know.
right. You're right. It didn't get a lot of headlines. I heard a fund had to close. They were short Japan and long China. So now that they're blown out of that, maybe it's a good time. That's the most contrarian trade on the board, to buy China, making new 52-week lows, and short Japan, the Nikkei, challenging 30-year highs.
Verizon, I came in along that, acting wonderfully. But I also came in along 3M, coach. Not gonna lie. And it's breaking low.
Was that earnings?
They both were.
Okay. How about uranium?
Taking huge calls back again.
Okay, it pulled back to the gap. All right.
Disney,
Oil trying, any of the oils trying to bounce?
Disney giving a little bit of back. Yeah, Exxon and Chevron are right trying to bounce a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, that's one flag down. One bad news down, it's over.
Okay.
If certainly FXI could do that, certainly Chevron could, based on the chart at least.
Yeah, get some type of bounce.
So are they doing any sweeps? Listen, they're not really right now. Meta acting well. They're going into Mega. Aside from Mega, they still selling AMD and Nvidia. SMCI, it's in the danger zone. It's up to you. You want to, I mean, SMCI to me, the daily's irrelevant. The 5 minutes more important than the daily. So I don't know what, it's a gap. It's a gap. It looks like, a lot of things are gapped.
A scalping environment for you, Mike, like
I
usual.
don't know, coach. I wish the VIX was higher. The VIX is so low where if I'm wrong, they there's with the VIX so low, there's very little reversal. Even
There's
UAL,
no selling pressure.
but even UAL, which is still up 225. What is this thing? Even when it's up 225 on the, it's still up 225 on the day, but still a range of,
Yeah.
$3 up to down. But I need higher VIX to do anything. If I'm wrong right away, you're going to stay wrong, coach. It's how it is. It's
How's
very
Tesla looking?
I don't know. You come in.
We're approaching that October low, aren't we?
I mean,
Uh,
what
yeah,
am I going to do? I mean, look at the other ones. You could look at the other ones in the group. You could look at Rivian.
yeah.
Tesla in the long is going upon itself because GM's acting well. That's a 2 minute. I'm sorry. GM's acting well, but that might
Better.
be
Yeah,
better. Correct.
yeah, yeah,
Ford still there. There's Tesla. There's Rivian.
yeah.
Lucid, $1, $2 now. So, coach, it's the sector's out of favor until there's some binary move, and then it's only a matter of how they close.
Okay. Anything else you want to bring to the table for our viewers today?
No, coach, I'm just, I'm playing with some, fewer positions. I have bigger size and fewer positions. A&F giving $3 back. It's just, let's go to my one of my basic queries, if you will. Let's look at the, most percentage gainers on the day. These are, there's nothing sexy out here. There's, the top 10 stocks are the stocks that move by themselves. Rum, I pointed out last night, it went to 8. These are not stocks that you're familiar with, except Plug, which
Right.
had a high of 352 and probably will rest all day. There's nothing here. Save, but let's go to percent losers on the day. You'll see something. You'll probably see more familiar names, I bet.
What do you think that means?
3M,
Yeah.
DWAC. We pointed out DHI, which is major. I mean, that's a big, I don't know what it means, coach. The rotation, you know what? The rotation is proper. Lennar's down, so DHI is down. Toll Brothers is down.
So interest sensitive stocks are under pressure because of what TLT is doing
Yes, I
and
would
the
say
10-year. Okay.
it's just, Save already made the move from 395 to 9. What are you going to do now? You know what I mean?
That was a graveyard save. You know what a
Yeah, I
graveyard
don't.
save is?
Yeah, of course I do.
You play
I love the
pinball?
graveyard save. I might as well trade with a set. What do they call it? A Sith next to me. A Sith. 3M. This is a graveyard trade.
Uh, yeah.
Pissed.
One more low.
You're right. USO, IWM, low of the day. So the Russell's at the low. IWM, here's the daily.
Yeah.
Made a nice comeback. There you are. It's
Yeah.
now in a gap. It's up to
I
you.
think that's kind of negative for the market, but we'll see.
What about the volume it came up with, coach? Look at the volume it went on, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm just saying it's a, lower high.
Crude building a little bit of a base, it's, it is what it is. I'm not doing much. I don't like, and the more I look at the
Well,
screen,
that says a lot to me. Okay. That means there's not that much to do because I know you know,
no, well,
if it has a pulse.
it,
Although I
it,
bet there are some times you just uh there are days that you feel like being more active than other days where you feel like you just want to, you know, see how things are going to behave before you make adjustments
well,
on your
I don't know
book.
if the word feel is appropriate. If I wanted to feel something, that meant I have an ego. I'm actually feeling
Oh yeah.
something.
Yeah. Well,
And
if the data,
yeah, well, no,
uh,
no, I don't feel. No, I listen. I don't even feel. I don't. I don't even. It doesn't mean I'm the judge and the jury. But I don't feel. I don't even feel something brewing.
okay.
You know what I mean? I don't see any low floaters. I think are sexy. Uh, Nothing's going on my major page. On even on my other chat feed. Chats with my peers. I don't see any pivots. Here's my main page again. I don't see any major pivots or anything, Coach. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, this SCDG in the has probably had a $14 range. Look at this. Yeah, this is the open yesterday, and this is today's open. Yesterday it opened. It closed at 69. It went from 69 to 77, back to 70.
Yeah.
Okay, closed 70, back to 75, back to 7. The stock is at a $14 range and probably a dollar, and it's a solar, and the solar's a week. Even run. Look at the chart on this one.
Yeah.
17. Wait, hold on. From 12 to 15. Now back to it's amazing,
Yeah.
right?
Gives
I
it
can't
all
believe
back, half
the
back.
VIX is this slow, Coach. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay. Well, you know what people don't realize sometimes? Cash is a position too.
It is,
So,
especially when the 10 years at 4.1%.
especially if you're patient and you don't get FOMO and you let the market come to you. It doesn't come to
Halliburton.
you.
I
It
mean,
doesn't come to
Halliburton
you all
had
the time.
yeah. But
So,
let's look where Halliburton goes. They tried to sell it. 30 Halliburton earnings, 34, 34 flat. You turn around within, and by the way, then it goes 34 to basically 35.80. Now this is like the UAL trade. 34.60 came back $1.20, but it's still, with
yeah,
this range,
holding.
it's still up at 74 cents on the day,
That
even
doesn't
though
look bad. That looks like they have some shorts trapped and blew out the
well,
longs
well,
under the lows from a few weeks ago.
that's a very good point because Schlumberger did the same thing yesterday on earnings too. So if you're aware and you were
Yeah.
focused on maybe fewer positions and maybe some bigger size, Schlumberger did this. This is how Schlumberger yesterday, and this is Halliburton today. Oh, they did the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same algos trading them. All
Well,
right.
that's okay. But if you're centered on a group and slot, look, that's what Schlumberger did yesterday. Same thing. Halliburton ripped and did the same. So, Coach, that's okay. These stocks have good volume and they trade in groups. This other list that I told you at, these are all, they're all single stocks. They're not moving that they're not moving. They don't have correct price action. The groups are trading okay, but I'll leave it there, Coach. But it's self-explanatory by my Johnson and Johnson at earnings. All right, they flushed it. Not that from 162 to 156. Not that big of a range for J&J. Now J&J. I mean,
Came
did it make
back.
its stance here? Is it all over? And now it's at the 200-day. Is it a reset? Does it retest that new high from 164 and keep going up now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Procter and Gamble did the same thing.
Yeah.
Procter and Gamble third day up into hold on. Procter and Gamble. I know it's a boomer. Well, I get it, but still the same thing. I think it's more emblematic. I think there are a lot more people looking at Procter's results and how it's acting, not about to see, if they're going to buy it on a dip. Obviously, Coach, it's more macro than anything. You can't get more macro than Procter. So let's see what happens there. Does that reset? Does that pull back to the end base and go back up? Is everything fine there? You don't know yet.
Well, I talked to an Elliotician saying S&Ps are in a wave 4 of 5 right now, which means sideways choppy for a few days, and then one more explosion. So we'll see. Maybe it has 4,500 in it.
Home
I mean,
Depot wouldn't.
5,000. Maybe we have to get to 5,000. I know some guys were talking 49, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Anyway,
coach.
stay focused. I think the dollar and yields are important for whatever you trade, and they haven't completed yet. Could be by next week, early February. So we're nearing an important point in the market for miners, the dollar, and you reach an important point for the dollar and it starts heading down. You just have to be long the world because weak dollar is not exactly risk off. So we'll see.
I can't. You flip that chart over with that's you flip that chart over. That's a back and fill, and then a
Yeah,
gap down. No,
it's
that's that's the
we're about,
opposite. That's the
yeah,
opposite of the natural gas trade.
yeah,
They want one more go right up, and then they go down.
yeah. I think we'll put in higher lows and then make maybe higher highs. So that's the camp I'm in right now. So I'd be looking to buy it around 90.
There's the Russell.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna buy it around 90, coach. That's fair. No,
Yeah.
that's there's the Russell liquidity. What's liquidity? Credit, nothing dramatic, but indicating slight risk off. Backdrop. Bravo, coach. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
All right, cheers.
Good hunting, everyone. See you in the room.
Yes.
Make it happen there in the room and contribute. Bring your work, and iron sharpens iron. See you, bro.
Okay, cheers, coach. Thank you for that. Great one, really. I learned something again.
Adios.